the teachers, the great teachers like Confucius, they are honored even above emperors, even above generals, even above the richest people. If we ask people, pag magtanong tayo, sino ang emperor na kilala mo sa China o ganyan, most people cannot name even one single name, but everybody knows Confucius. And we have temples, we have more temples and gardens for Confucius than any emperor in the world. And I think that a very interesting story Wilson told me once when he visited China, the hometown of Confucius. The native there, the very old person, told him a story that when the Japanese came and invaded, the Japanese captain in charge, when he reached the home of Confucius, he knelt down and he bowed in front of the house. So this is the depth beyond all politics, and this is how we want to look at it. Also, in terms of my own experience, nung bata tayo, sometimes we have problems we cannot tell our parents, and the teachers are the ones. A good teacher is the one that we talk to, and they lead us to our dark periods. No, so to say, often when the home is lacking, the teacher makes up for the lack. And on the other hand, sometimes where there are no schools, the parent is the teacher. So honoring the teacher is like honoring our parent. One gives us life, and the other gives us light. And the way to make that life have meaning means dignity. Sometimes one is the other. We honor Confucius, and with him all teachers, including our greatest heroes here in the Philippines. Because Jose Rizal and Mabini, if you know, are their darkest, in their most isolated period, not in their period of greatest turbulence, but when Rizal was exiled and when Mabini was studying and he lacked the money to study, in those periods, both of them opened schools and started teaching. So those of you who are with us and those who are not with us, who have devoted your life to this most valuable of tasks, even as it is known to be economically unrewarding here, but it is the most sacred task that brings civilization forward. So teachers teach not only knowledge but balance, purpose, and our role in society, virtue, and the common good. And Confucius once said, to be worthy of a position is greater than actually attaining that position. So this is to go to the essence of what we have to do in life. If we don't get the position, but if we are worthy of it, that is an even greater achievement. So throughout Asia, Korea, Vietnam, Japan, Indonesia, everywhere, and here also in the Philippines, we celebrate this day, not for Confucius, but for all educators. For the nation to thrive, education has no equal as the best return for investment. In working for education, a large part of it must be working for and with the teacher. They must not be subject to the extreme hardships and indignities that they are sometimes subject to here. And Anvil wants to work towards trying to attain or mitigate or to improve this situation. So we thank you all for joining this little ceremony, for giving respect, focus, and recognition to the mentors and teachers in our life. Thank you.